Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bhooki. If you're new here, welcome, and please do not forget to subscribe. In this pattern tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make a polo shirt. So without wasting your time, let's get to it. This is going to be a men's polo shirt. However, it can be tailored to anybody's size, and these are the measurements I'm going to be using. So to begin, I've already taped down my pattern paper and I've drawn both horizontal and vertical lines, which represents my center front and my starting point. So I'm going to write down where my center front is and my neckline, which is going to be my starting point. In order not to confuse you, I'm going to be drafting the front and back panels together. Don't worry, I'm going to explain this towards the end of the video, so make sure you watch it till the end. The first measurement I'll be marking is the neckline, which is 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. This is a standard polo shirt neckline measurement, and this is for the front panel. The back panel is 2.5 inches by 1 inch. So I'm going to mark the 1 inch and then use my pattern master to draw the curves. The next is the shoulder measurement, which is 17 inches. I'm going to divide this by 4, which will give me 8.5 inches. So I'm going to mark the point. Because our shoulders are not straight, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. This is called the shoulder slope. For men's shirts, this slope can vary between 1 inch to 2 inches. Then I'm going to draw a straight line to join this to the neckline. The next measurement is the armhole. There are different ways to get this, but for this tutorial, I'm going to be using the shoulder measurement because it's a men's wear. So the shoulder measurement is 8.5 inches, so I'm going to mark that point. I should have drawn a straight line at this point, but I forgot and I went straight to the bust measurement. So the bust measurement is 40 inches. I'm going to divide this by 4, which gives me 10 inches. So I'm going to mark this point at the armhole point. So now I'm going to draw a line for the bust measurement and the armhole measurement. So you understand, I should have done the armhole first before the bust, but I forgot. So in order for us to be able to curve the armhole, we're going to find the middle point. Once we do that, we're going to go in by 1 centimeter or 1/2 inch. And then we're going to use the pattern master to curve it out. So we're going to curve it from the shoulder point to the bust point. So the next measurement is the full length, which is 27 inches. So I'm going to mark this point. I'm going to mark it from the middle of my shoulders all the way down. So for the hip and hemline measurement, I'm going to use my bust measurement, which is 10 inches, but I'm going to minus 1 from the 10 inches, making it 9 inches. Now, I've already explained the logic behind us using the bust measurement for the hip measurement for men's t-shirt in my previous video, which I'm going to link up above and in the description box below. Please watch that so you can understand why we're using the same measurement for the bust. So once I mark that point, I'm going to draw a straight line from the bust to the full length. So while we're learning, can I please ask you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't? I would really appreciate this, and it encourages me to make more videos for you guys. Thank you in advance. So the next step is inserting and drawing the polo placket. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky when it comes to men's polo shirt and women's polo shirt. So at the center front, remember the deeper neckline of 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. At that point, we're going to measure down 5 inches. Now, this varies. You can either use 4 inches or 5 inches. From that 5 inches point, you're going to measure 1/2 inch outwards. Once you do that, then you're going to draw a straight line from the neckline to the 5 inches point. Now, this particular placket is for men's polo shirt. So once I'm done, I'm going to cut out my pattern starting from the back neckline. So this is what it looks like. However, if we were to be cutting on a fabric, we would be cutting the front and back panels on a fold. I need you guys to listen for a few seconds and ignore what is going on with my hands on the screen. Now, the difference between a male and a female polo shirt is determined by the opening of the placket. Now, if the opening of the placket is on the left side, that means it's a women's shirt. And if it is on the right side, that means it's a men's shirt. It's the same logic with how you place buttons on shirts. So for the females, it's on the left side, and for the males, it's on the right side. Now, in order to cut the female placket, you have to flip over the pattern so that the center front is away from you, and then you repeat the same steps by measuring the placket length, which is 5 inches and 1/2 inch wide. So it's exactly the same thing, we're just flipping it over. So if you're going to cut the pattern on a fold, once you cut out your pattern, before you cut your placket, you would have to flip it over, still on the fold, but flipped over, and then you measure your placket. So the next step is for us to cut our front panel, which is going to start from the front neckline. Once we do that, we're going to open the placket. Now, if we're cutting on a folded fabric, we have to be careful when we're opening the placket. So once you fold the fabric, you have 2 layers of fabrics. So you have to cut the placket on the top layer. Please, it's on the top layer. Do not cut the 2 layers together. You have to open the fold and then cut the top layer. If you do not do that, you're going to regret it. Trust me, I have been there and it's not the best. So be careful. I'll be showing you in my next video how to cut this, just in case you're confused. So please watch out for the next video. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, put it down in the comment section below, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. Until next time, have a good day.